Morning guys, early morning as usual. Just arrived at my little plot. I'll give you a bit of a more in-depth look at what's going on. I've just come down to water because I'm out later. I'd usually like to water late at night because that's the best time to make sure that the soil retains most of the water and the plants retain most of it, especially in weather like this where it's really hot at the moment. But on this occasion I've got to do it in the morning. So let's get that job done first and fill up the water butt, shall we? As we know, good pressure early in the morning when there's no one around. Shove him in there. Let's go and tap on. I've got a few bits to harvest and a few bits to do that again I'm out, so I can't do them today, so I'll come back and do them tomorrow. But I'll show you what I'll be coming back and doing in the morning, which will probably be part of this video as well. So let's have a quick look round while that's filling up. So a little bit of weeding in the onion patch, nothing too crazy. Little and often is the motto, you know. A few zucchini that are just beyond harvest. They just appear out of nowhere, actually, these things. But I'll give a lot away actually. There's a big juicy one in there. And I'll make soup out of them, as you've seen possibly by now. Nice one there. And then also nice one there. I've got to get them before they turn into marrows. These ones are perfect for me for what I do, the soup, but the smaller ones I'll give to mum and people like that. I've just had a quick turn of some of these pumpkin plants that are starting to grow. I thought it was only one. I thought it was great. This is my neighbour's plot, this is my plot. I thought it was only one here, but this one was also growing in the wrong direction, and as was this one here. So I'm just turning them away so that they grow in the right direction. I hope that's okay. Give me a shout if they're not. And then some of my pumpkins are starting to get and grow. There's one in there. And there's also one. So I want to talk about pumpkins, a couple more zucchinis. So that's what I'm eating for the next few weeks. A couple more pumpkins, as I was saying, in here starting to grow. And one thing I've seen people do is actually, another one here, is put the pumpkin on something. I think this guy's in the perfect place because he's on that slab, but apparently people lift them off the soil. Somebody let me know if that's something that you need to do, and if so, I'll do that. I've got some yellow zucchini growing in here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, some yellow zucchini growing in here. So once I've harvested a few of the green ones and eaten a few of those, I'll eat some of those. Taste pretty much the same, to be fair. And also in here, which I've never tried before, and I've forgotten the name of them, I'll put it on the screen. They're like a golden, are they called? Lemon zucchini, I'm not sure, but that guy is ready for harvest, and I'm judging that by the fact that his base has gone completely white there, and that brown bit you see on this one has grown out completely. I think there's another one, he's changed colour slightly as well, he's slightly more orangey than the ones beside him. This bumblebee doing nature's work. You take your time in there, just stay away from me. I've got another one of those. I said stay away. No, none of these are quite ready for harvest yet, so I think I might take him home today or tomorrow after I've done these jobs and show you what he looks like inside, because I've never seen one. That'll be my first time tasting one. And also I'll prune back some of these yellow leaves. I'm not entirely sure what the reason for that is. Maybe lack of calcium or something like that, but I do know I have used, when this has happened to me in the past, I have used a product to deal with it, but I'll prune these back. And that's the other thing, don't be necessarily afraid when you're growing zucchini and pumpkin and squash and things like that to prune back the leaves, not always because they're yellowing, but just because there's so many of them and the plant is obviously photosynthesizing from them, but it's also using energy to produce those, and you want the plant to use its energy to produce the fruits themselves. Right, let's be off, let's finish watering, and I'll see you in the morning. Can you believe it's actually starting to rain? I don't know if you can see that. Normally I'd run for cover, but it's so hot. But this wasn't expected. Look at this. Well, my work here is done then. I'll be off. I'll just finish filling this up and then I'll be out of here. Insane.